Welcome to DramaWired. Today we have a very special guest, Sherry Truth Watson, who we are so lucky to catch up with from across the pond. She's currently in Vienna, Austria, and she'll be joining us for today. But before we jump right into this video, I do want to preface this by saying that the views and opinions of our guests do not reflect those of DramaWired. Hello guys, and welcome back to DramaWired. I am Kourtni, and this is the outlet where we bring you all the hottest takes on the world of Hollywood. Today, I'd like to introduce you all to Truth Hurts, aka Sherry Watson, the beautiful, amazing woman with many talents. She's here with us today. She's going to be sharing her perspective on this topic. So, yeah, welcome, Sherry. You can go ahead and get into it whenever you'd like.
All right, Court. Well, this is a segment that I like to call When the Truth Hurts, because there's some interesting things going on in our world, especially in entertainment, and that's what we do, entertainment. So I kind of wanted to just chime in on this thing with Kiki and her baby daddy.
Yeah.
And I emphasize baby daddy because for me, baby daddies don't really get a lot of opinions. We're not married. So
yeah.
Y'all know what's going on. Apparently Kiki was out showing a couple of cheeks, couple of a boob action. And baby daddy didn't like the way Usher sang to his baby mama. And apparently he had some thoughts on the outfit, and he had some thoughts on the way she handled herself with Usher. So I have my thoughts. And Kourtni, I'm sure you have your thoughts as well. I think the world does. Yeah. But I think the most important thing is the way the world looks at women now, especially in the United States. Like it's this thing now where they like to look at us like, well, if you're a mother or if you're a wife, you should dress a certain way, you should look a certain way. And I in no way thought that anything she had on was so tasteless that it warranted this attitude from the public. I mean, she's pretty covered. She's a star. Yeah. She's Kiki, and this is her job. And I'm a firm believer that when you are in the entertainment world, especially in the United States, this is not the UAE. This is not Arab culture. Yeah. So we need to be covered up because y'all said we're supposed to be covered up. He met Kiki the way he met Kiki. And she was who she was before, and I don't see a change now. I think what she's doing now is very much, okay, so did you just show me the cheeks?
I did.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing. My favorite part of this conversation is, bro, didn't you see what your girl had on before y'all walked out the house? Or did you wait till you got next to Usher to decide you was uncomfortable?
Exactly.
That's my question. Like, at what point did you get uncomfortable? Were you not uncomfortable the whole way? Did you not talk to your girl before y'all left the house? And yeah, if you feel some kind of way about it, the public platform for me is just not the space to discuss personal relationship business. That's my thoughts. Because any man that ever does that to me, my husband, baby daddy, puts me out there like that, I'm gonna think you got it in for me. You don't really have my back. And yeah, I'm not fooling with you because you're gonna put me out there and I can't trust you. That's my bottom. That's my take on the entire thing. Is personal relationship, family, business belongs in the household and over the telephone, not on social network.
If she did this publicly, why is it wrong for her baby's father to have responded to it publicly?
Right. Okay. So yeah, she did this publicly. I agree. And in some way, form, or fashion, when you do things publicly, it warrants a response, unless it's your significant other for me. Because my thing is, the way she did it publicly, why wasn't the response immediate as when she did it publicly? Like, why are you waiting 24 hours later to tweet something that you could have said in the room? Or you could have grabbed your girl. If you're a real man, you're gonna grab your girl and be like, listen, this is a bit too much for me. Can we tone this down? And then at the point that she does not, then you have to make some real decisions about if this is a person you want to spend your life with, because you have some different morals and values apparently than hers. you know? And I say that about everyone, you know. I think I said this to Mitty the other day. When you are a man and you decide you want to be with a woman, before you impregnate her is the time you have a choice. Before you put sperm in her, that's your thinking time to decide whether this woman is somebody that you want to be your children's mother, or if this is a woman you want to marry or you want to really be with. Because I'm gonna tell you, he'd have committed suicide messing around with me. My husband, no. And I'm older than Keke, but I will come out the streets, you know, a little exposed and me, and it's my thing, you know. And I'm not really gonna let nobody but God tell me to do something different until that time happens, and I get that tap on my shoulder. I won't let another human tell me who I'm supposed to be, and I don't believe anybody should come into a relationship thinking that they should be able to chime in on how that person handles themselves, how you talk, how you walk. All you can do is pray for a person. I hope they'll get better if you love them. But what you can't do to change them is chime in publicly for everybody else to see that you have problems in your relationship and think you're going to get a good response, because you will not get a good response.
Right. I do agree with what you said on the whole thing where it was like, you know, him seeing her before she left the house. So like at that point you were just waiting to stir the pot up, add fuel to the fire. And it seems that now they are unfollowing each other on social media. So
it's a problem.
It is a problem.
Yeah.
So
and he should have just expressed that and kept that to himself, like, I got a problem and we done. Or I got a problem. Either you willing to discuss it or you not willing to discuss it. But how do we proceed forward from here? Because we have a brand new child. But social networking is the worst way to communicate with your significant other or anybody in your family. I've been saying this for a while. I see a lot of celebrities, including Russell and Kim, you know, communicating online for an audience like this is divorce court or family court. And you can't depend on the people of today's world to be the judge, jury, and executioner in your relationship, or you'll be depressed. If you listen to people on social networking, all of their theories is ass backwards. So how do you where do you even get the unction and believe that discussing in front of everybody will give you a solution? At that point, for me, you're done with the relationship. If you start talking out loud for everybody to see it and being disrespectful to your baby mother in front of everybody, then you're done. That was the choice you made to say, I'm no longer invested in this relationship.
Yeah.
Look at Cardi. Look at Cardi. Cardi is unapologetically Cardi. And her man, after 2 children, knows he cannot tell Cardi how to be Cardi. It's a part of her brand. You know, it's who she is. It's how she came in the game. And until she changes it, what can he say? I mean, he can continue to cheat the way he does and go be with another woman just because she's more demure and she covers herself up. But what he can't do is tell Cardi how to be Cardi. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the greatest example of what we're talking about, because Cardi be full body out. Cardi don't put nothing on. I saw a video today. Cardi is twerking in France for the people, honey, in a bathtub with nothing on. Okay, and she's Cardi. That's it. So these are the decisions that you make when you decide to be with a public figure. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's entertainment, baby.
What's like the significance between being a baby daddy and a husband when it comes to this situation?
The significance between being a baby daddy and a husband. Well, when you decide to be someone's husband, I feel like you've decided that you are a family that you will not walk away from. You know, people have, you know, just in our country, people have sometimes multiple baby mamas, daddies, or whatever. And I don't know if this is his first, but this is Kiki's first baby. And so she's a first-time mother, and she's probably really not aware of how to be a mother. Let's not forget that fact. When you're first becoming a mother and you're in the entertainment industry, you're changing a lot, and that child very, very much weighs in on who you become and how much of a woman you become. And so she's just starting that journey. She's just now learning. And so I would think any man that decided to be with her should know he's going to have to be a little patient about that, you know? And that's the thing about being a husband. When you're a husband, you become, for me, that covering for your family. And husbands kind of tend to have a different attitude, real husbands, than baby daddies. Their thought process is, this is my family. I'm covering my family. And, you know, I'm gonna pray for my wife, because my wife obviously doesn't understand yet how to conduct herself, or she doesn't value what I value. You know what I'm saying? Because here's my thing. Is he perfect? This guy, with his opinions? Has he, you know, in all of his walk, done everything he thinks she should do? Has he been fully respectful of her the way he wants to be respected? You know what I'm saying? And this is husband and wife conversation to be had at home. You know, he's completely acting like a baby daddy, somebody who's who's dispensable. Somebody who can come in and walk out of your life at any given time. That you'll go to the press about me. If you go to the press about me, you'll sell me for $5. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. If you talk to the world about me, about my private business, and I haven't said anything to the world about my private business, then you'll sell me out. And I can't mess with that at all.
Most definitely.
That's not a husband at all.
Yeah. And one thing that I will say that I really appreciated Kiki for, like, it's the bare minimum. I'm gonna say that. But it just goes to show how powerful she is. Like, the fact that she did not go about this situation by publicly responding as well.
Exactly. Because she understands the rules. She understands the rules, and he does not. She understands the rules of entertainment is that you don't go and sing to the world every time you get mad.
Right.
Because the world doesn't forget what happened. They'll bring this stuff up 10 years later, 15 years later, and like, y'all remember when Kiki man said this? You know, that's what they'll do, just like they pulled up all of his old tweets.
Yeah.
They pulled up all of his old tweets and what he had to say even about being a Black man. Okay, how about that part?
Goodness.
How about that? We don't respect that, bro. The Black community, the culture don't respect what you had to say. And you put her on blast.
That is crazy.
You know, yeah, exactly. That's my thing. So I'm just like, you know, come on, make it make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, no for me. You know, my favorite part? My favorite part is how Kiki is, she put them cheeks out there, and now everybody is shopping Kiki online. What is this she has? There's a link we have for DramaWired for what she's selling. She's got a line, right?
Yeah, merch? She has like some merch. I know that one of them says, like, in quotes, "I'm a mother." And then the other one is, I think it's, "I'm Stevie Wonder to the Bulls."
See? Hi. I think they both quoting songs these days, and I like her quotes. And I like that she's selling merch based on the BS. That's the way you win. You keep quiet and you just keep selling and you just keep doing well. So I'm proud of her. So claps for Kiki. When the truth hurts, baby, it hurts good.
That was great. Now,
I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her.
Me really. Too.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to a young man who has a girlfriend who is very confident with her body, like Kiki, and dresses that way probably regularly? Like, what would you say to them?
I'll use my sons. I have two sons. One is a budding teenager. He is going to be 16 in December. His name is Juiciest. I would give any young man the same advice I give my son. And I give it to him. I've given it to him early. Like, I have a 9-year-old as well. And I've already started giving him the advice, because these days they want these kids to be so sexually aware so soon, you know? So I give them both the advice that if there's ever someone you're interested in, you need to check the facts. You need to check her background. You need to check how she carries herself. You need to be concerned about things that, especially if you are having a physical relationship with her, you can accidentally get her pregnant. And you have to ask yourself, do I want this person in my life like that? Because that person is going to be in your life like that. whether it's a one-night stand or somebody you've been dating, always check their past, where they come from, their family, because that's what you're going to be, I call married to when you have a kid. You're going to have to deal with their family. You're going to have to deal with that other grandparent, not just me, grandparents. You're going to have to deal with everything that comes with them, and know that that's what's going to raise your child. That's going to be a part of your child's life. And can you deal with that? Are you okay with that? You come from me, and we are respectable. We are people who, we govern ourselves a certain way, because that's the way I was raised. In the STL where I'm from, we was raised a certain way. And so it's certain things you just don't do if you don't want it to come back and bite you. And it will come back and bite you if you're not careful about who you're impregnating and who you are spending your time with and your energy with. And that's what I tell my boys. Like, this is something you should look at in advance, even if you're attracted and she's attractive and the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Okay, that's the outside. But what that inside look like?
Right.
That's what I tell young men, because you can't make a decision after you've impregnated her. Your decision is done. It's on her. She has the power to make all the decisions regarding having a child by you. Once you have put that sperm in her, that's a done deal for you, buddy. If she's pregnant, she's pregnant. And she got to make the decision after that, not you. So that's what I tell these boys. And that's what I tell my boys. And I'll tell anybody's son that, that's what you got to really look forward to, is who that person really is. Ain't nothing but the truth.
Period. Okay.
Period. Okay.
Right. So
yeah.
I think that wraps up everything for today.
Okay. And y'all have to excuse me. I'm coming to you all the way from Vienna, Austria, where they have no air conditioning. The buildings are so old. They're beautiful inside and outside, but they have no air conditioning because they're not built for that. So I'm sweating bullets.
You are amazing for sticking it out for this video today.
Thank you.
I wanted to let everybody know that I will be leaving links to Sherry's socials and her YouTube channel down in the description below. Thank you so much, Sherry, for coming on today and sharing your perspective on this very controversial topic at the moment. And don't forget, everybody, to like, comment, and subscribe. We would love to hear you all's opinions in the comments. And if you enjoyed, definitely subscribe so that you do not miss out on any more of the celebrity drama, because that's always serve and deliver default. So yes,
DramaWired coming to you.